Live on camera right now, thanks to the good graces of RenegadeTruck.net, and you can see us on Facebook Live, I believe. Right now, you can see what we're wearing,
things like that.
And
we're not wearing.
Take a look at the studio.
We're not wearing Jordans because we don't have $20 a week. This was just brought to our attention.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing.
I saw a post online.
Yeah, it hit Reddit. And then I decided, well, this can't be true. And I looked, and I am finding a few more sources. We'll talk about this. It's not even an attractive pair, the one that I'm looking at. I'm going to throw it up on screen so you can tell me what these are.
There are specific shoe heads that dedicate
I'm finding
themselves
sites.
What kind of what shoe is that? It's not attractive. What is that?
That's a 5,
Those are
right?
Jordan 5s,
Jordan
yeah.
5.
Okay, is that a hip shoe right now?
I'd
a
wear
Jordan
it.
5?
It's some people depending on the scheme, but there's some people that only like Jordan 5s. And
Really?
get those. Yeah, we met one of those guys at Tyson's Tacos.
I like the 3s.
Not sure how I feel about that shoe. Anyway, Rent-A-Center. Well, I'm not going to call it Rent-A-Center. It is a rental center. How about that? Oh, no, wait. There's the logo in the back. Rent-A-Center.
Yep.
Jordans, $19.99 a week.
I still don't want to say for sure, do we?
Is it a week or a month?
It's a week, $20 a week to stay fresh.
Save up to $15 per week on any. Oh, that's something else.
How
many miles can you put on them?
It's wild because I've purchased a couch from Rent-A-Center.
Well, a lot of people purchase stuff from Rent-A-Center. Not necessarily a shame in your game. You in the long run, it sometimes can be an advantage. Sometimes you're going to be taken advantage of.
You're paying
As
full
much as
retail.
as much as it hurt me, yeah.
But you talked the other day about who do you turn to when you are raised without any financial awareness? There's nobody really in your family that knows the game and how to play it. Where do you go? Turn to Rent-A-Center. Renting. I mean, I'm not sure that a shoe purchase. I don't know where to go with this.
It was just it was crazy to me to see that.
It's crazy.
$20
I'm
a week.
a little stunned to find.
So I'm finding sites now. There's a site here called Tennies, Teneez, Tennies, like tennies, tennis shoes.
Oh, I get it.
But it's spelled weird, Teneez. Let's say you want to rent some Jordan 1 Retro High Satin Snake Chicago, which I think we were looking at.
And I do.
Okay. 4 days or 8 days?
Oh, wait, you're renting them just for like a week? Basically. 4 days is a weekend. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
4 days is a weekend.
You've got two options.
It shows up on Friday. You wear them Saturday, Sunday. You ship them back on Monday.
You could rent them for 4 days or rent them for 8 days. What are you going for?
I mean, I might just need them for an event, so probably 4 days.
All right, $64. But if you wanted to go 8 days, add $10. That's the value play right there. You can supersize.
But you
can
want to
supersize your rental.
When I got shoes back in the day,
that might just cure the itch or whatever.
I had one pair of Jordans, and then I wore them to do everything, and I kind of regret it. But that's the move you do when you're broke and don't have money. You're lucky you can buy one pair. I mean,
it might be a good idea to rent them, and you go, well, then after 4 or 5 days, you're like, well, I could live without them. The thrill is gone now. I mean, how many miles are they allowing you to put on these things?
I feel like if you're going to do this, you might as well just get a fake bootleg pair.
Do you have to sign a mileage contract when you rent a shoe?
Like, can you rent them for 4 days to do a 3-day street basketball tournament and
can't go
send
hiking.
them back?
It's like a tuxedo. Like, you got to rent that for a day or an event. I don't think they expect you to go swimming and hiking in it.
Good point, actually, that people rent tuxedos all the time. We don't seem to be even bat an eye at that.
Well, it's because I don't need tuxedos, but the shoe, I feel like you want...
You don't need shoes. These shoes.
You're going to wear them more than once, I would say.
Here's my question about Rent-A-Center.
Everyone knows a tuxedo's rented.
Mm-hmm. Rent-A-Center, you get into an apartment, you know, I'm a lot of dough, you can't go necessarily furnish it, but you need to. So you go to Rent-A-Center and they say, okay, we give this whole dining room set and a living room set. You can get all of it for $130 a week. You pay every week $130, and we'll put a sofa there, a little TV stand, a TV, and then a little kitchenette, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, all right, I can do that. I can make that work, right? What happens if you don't pay Rent-A-Center 1 week the money you owe them for that stuff? What do they do?
It's an upcharge for sure. You're going to pay like an extra $50,
right?
And then I think after 2 or 3 months of default, then maybe they
They what?
Go onto your credit.
Go into your credit. They don't come back and they don't come get it.
I think I've been late like a month a few times, but I've never found out. I never effed around and found out.
But Rent-A-Center doesn't eventually come and repossess the stuff and say, okay, it's ours now? You've defaulted on the rental agreement?
I think they will.
Will they come get... Will they have a couple of heavies that they've hired, like Dog the Bounty Hunter, and you'll be just hanging with your friends at the mall outside the Fujinon or the Panda Express, and will you get tackled and some dudes will take the shoes off your feet?
Rent-A-Center running.
I think they'll snatch you up.
Rent-A-Center running your pockets for a pair of rented Jordans is rough, man.
Yeah. Who are those guys? Like, then you really don't look cool.
Yeah. No, you're right. You don't look cool. Bob, the site you found is even different because
there's a bunch of them.
You're not even renting. It's not even a rent to own, right?
They call it trial. In other words, try them before you buy them. But
That's
you
not
have
true.
to send them back. It's kind of like what Warby Parker does with frames.
Yeah, this game isn't. Game isn't trying before you buy. This game is your parking lot pimping, right? You want to look cool in front of your friends. You are faking it till you make it.
You got an event,
and but every week you've got a different pair of Jordans, and people don't know any better, and they think, man, this guy is living the life. Whatever he's doing, whatever
good reviews too.
Whatever scam he's been following on Instagram for flipping land or whatever, it seems to really be paying off for him.
I wish fixing our credit was cool. You know.
It's not cool.
It's not cool.
But having great credit is actually it's a really nice advantage to life.
You can do. Jay-Z tried to make it cool, but no one
cared.
No one cared.
They were like, Jay-Z, come on, stop trying to be lame like this.
Here's the fives at Rent-A-Center. I don't know. It's wild to me, and then now I feel old because I'm just like, hey, fix your credit. Invest in the IRA, Roth IRAs.
But it's important stuff we don't teach our kids for some reason.
It's not sexy. It's not cool. Wearing fives on that are like $1,000 you overpaid for is cool.
In the parking lot of the old Cap City, there's a place, and I won't name it, but you could rent wheels. You rent your rims and tires.
Yeah.
So that you could change those out all the time. It may be the worst way to spend your money ever.
I blame Spreewell.
Okay, you're really going back on that one.
Well, yeah, remember that fad and trend? Well, I guess the rims have always been in style, but that's when it really got crazy.
You think?
Oh, you were seeing everyone's rims spinning. Stupid. Like it lasted like a season, a year maybe.
Well, it's not a good investment. Handing somebody money to have.
No, but it's just always so appealing. Just because it's like you feel like you belong, or at least in one aspect, I'm better than you. And even though I know I don't have the credit,
but you're cheating yourself,
the
right?
4-bedroom household.
You're cheating yourself because you're not saving the money to get to the next level. You're letting somebody take all that money from you before you can get to the next level, so you can't ever level up.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What would you rent on a short period like this? Is there something you would rent for a short period?
An
escort, yeah.
A woman's love.
I mean, I'd like to rent a hall and throw a big party maybe for my birthday. But that's not.
But so that's different than renting a tool like you have a job to do or whatever. This is purely just fashion. There's no. This is like renting a steak and you got to return the steak. You can't eat it. You can't cook it.
I don't know. I'm sure there's things that I would want to rent and not. I mean, if I could rent some tool sets, like, hey, just $5 or $10, and you get this whole welder's kit, and you want to do some welding.
Go to Home Depot.
You can do that. Rent that. There's all kinds of places.
How I do half the stuff around my house is renting.
Oh, you can rent like a whole equipment, things like that, and just return it. or do you just buy it and then return it?
Yeah, no. You rent it. You take it back.
Because I need to rent a car, number one, for when I go to Coachella, and then also I think I need to rent a rug doctor. Never seen anybody walk in or out with a rug doctor anywhere though. That's why I'm scared of it. I don't want to be the only dude with a rug doctor.
Half of Randall's business is the rug doctor.
Really?
Yeah. Is there somebody calling that just wants to weigh in on this?
You got to go early. Like that's an early Saturday morning purchase.
Rug doctor?
Yeah. You're not seeing it because you're going later in the day and all the rug doctors are gone. But you got to be early bird on a Saturday morning. Get the rug doctor.
But also,
there's only 2 per store, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What's a rug doctor?
See?
It's
People
a
don't know.
yeah, it's the vacuum, the wet vac that you use on your.
Okay. No, I thought
cleaning
for some
your-
reason I thought you meant like someone following you into Coachella cleaning your rugs.
Okay. No, I need a rug doctor for my home
Why?
to doctor my rugs.
Doctor my rugs.
I don't know. There's a like I think I dropped some ash on the floor, and then there's like a stain somewhere from I don't even know what it is.
Lando Shepherd.
That's the rug doctor.
Do you want to go rent all the stuff, carry it to your place, try to figure out how to use it, or do you just want to have a dude show up and get it done?
I'd like him to do it. Yeah.
It's a stand-up comic, Lando Shepherd. It's a great stand-up comic. He's hilarious, and he'll do your rugs.
I think I've seen Lando. I think I know Lando.
Big dude,
Yeah.
bald-headed dude.
Yeah, I like Lando.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Hell yeah.
But he'll also, I mean, that's his game, and he's got it cornered. I'll turn you on to him.
I've
Lando
thought about it
Shepherd.
because I've Googled all the Stanley steamer, which doesn't, for some reason, it sounds like they're going to make it dirtier.
I know.
It sounds like they'll make it
they're
dirtier.
going to drop a
man,
deuce
I
in your
get-
house.
Mornings with Matt and Bob, powered by Chewy. We are live on camera right now, thanks to the good graces of RenegadeTruck.net.